Ukraine's war against the occupying Russia provides a good example of how skill and advanced technology will allow us to keep the frontline defense and destroy the occupiers, even if they are superior in numbers. There are 5 Russian soldiers for every 1 Ukrainian soldier. The Russian army mostly uses the tactic of aggressive assault, when a large number of Russian soldiers and heavy artillery are used to capture Ukrainian positions. The Ukrainians, on the contrary, make more use of the latest technologies, such as kamikaze drones. The drone operator is at a relatively safe distance and destroys enemy columns remotely. Thus, the Ukrainian army risks only a $500 drone, while the Russian army risks human lives and heavy artillery worth millions of dollars. Today I'm going to show you the best moments of the destruction of the occupiers over the past week. I am Hustler. Let's get started. The Ukrainian city of Pokrovsk. Russians attack from different directions with small groups of heavy artillery. Ukrainian defenders repel the attack by destroying tanks with kamikaze drones and shells. Here, Ukrainian operators are hunting for Russian anti-aircraft missile systems. A hit produces a very large fireworks display. The hunt continues until all missile launchers are destroyed. In the Siversk direction, a convoy of 2 tanks and 1 armored vehicle was attacked by Ukrainian drones. After the drone attack, the crew of the tanks and armored vehicle began to abandon the vehicles and flee into the forest. Ukrainian pilots first destroyed the equipment and then the occupiers. Ukrainian aerial reconnaissance spotted 1 Russian T-72 tank. This is a very good target. The Ukrainian military immediately raised a kamikaze drone to catch up and completely destroy it. Here, the Russian occupiers decided to break through the mined fields of the Ukrainian military, but to their horror, all their equipment exploded on mines, and then the Ukrainian military fired at them from drones. The breakthrough ended in failure. And this is another lone Russian tank on Ukrainian territory, which exploded and completely burned down after being hit by a kamikaze drone. Here, Ukrainian aerial reconnaissance spotted a Russian armored personnel carrier with infantry. Moving along a grassy road, the armored vehicle hit an anti-tank mine, making it impossible to continue. Then, a Ukrainian kamikaze drone pilot finished off the Russian transporter. Pokrovsk direction, Ukrainian intelligence discovered the location of enemy assault groups and Russian drone operators. Having received the exact location, one bomb was dropped on the building from a Ukrainian MiG-29. The building, along with the occupants, was destroyed to the ground. A Russian Tu-S-19 howitzer was spotted refueling. A Ukrainian drone flew there and first hit the artillery piece, and then it detonated with a large flash due to the high temperature. The Russian occupiers, realizing that it was about to detonate, began to run away from it. Here comes another Russian column of tanks. Ukrainian troops are accurately targeting the occupiers. Russian troops suffered terrible losses in this failed offensive. And this is a car with Russian soldiers. It is heading to the already burned Russian equipment. 4 Russian attack aircraft get out of the armored vehicle. At the same moment, a Ukrainian kamikaze drone takes off. Hitting the vehicle, the armored vehicle bursts into flames and then detonates. These are the battles near Kurakhiv. The Russian military, who occupied and destroyed the previous Ukrainian villages, were severely punished. They were constantly subjected to artillery shelling, drone bombardment, and kamikaze drone attacks. During this battle, the occupiers suffered huge losses in manpower and equipment. The Ukrainian military managed to repel the assault and destroy the invaders. Here, the Ukrainian military discovered an enemy SA-17 Grizzly. With one precise shot from the HIMARS, they immediately destroyed. And another destruction of an enemy combat unit. Kurakhiv direction, the Russian occupiers are trying to break through the Ukrainian defense in large groups and push the front line even further. As a result, they are met by Ukrainian air defense with drones, which ruthlessly destroys their equipment. The Russian occupiers were not prepared for such strong pressure from Ukrainian drones. The Russian occupiers were successfully defeated before realizing their intentions to seize new territory. And this was the next brigade of Russians who tried to quickly break through the defense of the Ukrainians, who had just destroyed the occupiers' column in the same direction. Most likely, the Russians were thinking of taking the Ukrainians by aggressive assault, hoping that the defenders would not be able to repel many attacks so quickly. But it did not happen. The Russian occupiers were defeated with huge losses. Russians who are trying to seize Ukrainian land should realize that this is a one-way ticket. They will not return to Russia on their own 2 feet. Ukrainians are on their own land. They will ruthlessly destroy anyone who tries to take away their freedom. Ukrainian intelligence spotted another Russian convoy moving toward Ukrainian positions. Ukrainian artillery delivered a powerful fire strike that destroyed some of the equipment. The remaining tanks that survived the attack were destroyed by shells from unmanned aerial vehicles and kamikaze drones. Thank you, friends. Subscribe to the channel to keep up with the latest events and news. This video was prepared by Hustler. See you soon.